Hello, welcome to Fort Vancouver Regional Library's second video about personalizing and contributing in the new online catalog. Now I'll show you how to use the various tools to benefit yourself or contribute to the library community. As I said before, there's a lot you can do in the new online catalog, and much of it is intended to support library community members' reading and viewing, including yours. Let's pick right up where we left off. You may add comments, tags, quotations, and the rest from links on your shelved items. Or you may add it in the appropriate spot as you scroll through a title display. The where is less important than the what, so let's look at each type of contribution. Starting with comments. Comments are a reminder of why something is worthwhile, or not. These are public, as long as the title is not marked private on your shelf, and will display your username as author. Tags are short labels that you can add for genre, tone, or theme. You may also add personal tags that only you can see. Tags are also public, but not associated with your username. Quotations are just what they sound like. If a particular chunk of the text or script resonates, share it. The privacy of a quote is tied to the privacy of the item on your shelf. If that item isn't on your shelf, the quote will default to public. Video is for when you find a video about or featuring the title that you want to share with others. This is attributed to your username. Similar titles is where you can search for other titles in the catalog that you think are similar in some way and associate them with a title on your shelf. Similar titles are only visible to others if the item on your shelf to which they are attached is public. Private Note is just that, private to you, and it displays only when you're logged in and viewing your shelves. Content Notice is where you can note particular themes that might serve as a warning for other readers or viewers. There are a few frequent terms, but you can add your own as well. These display in the Suitability tab at the bottom of a title record and can be attributed to your username if the viewer clicks through. Age Suitability is where you can offer your opinion on the appropriate age of the intended audience. This also displays in the Suitability tab at the bottom of a title record, but is not associated with your username. Since I have made this title private on my shelves, my rating is only displayed in my shelves. Finally, we have Summary, which is exactly what it sounds like. You may summarize the title, and if the item is private on your shelf, the summary remains private. If not, the summary is attributed to your username and also displays at the bottom of a title page. Since that last display was flagged spoiler, let's look at how you can flag others' contributions. You can see the little flag icon following comments, quotations, summaries, videos, and lists. You may flag something to alert yourself and others that the content gives away some important information about the story, violates appropriate use standards, or contains offensive material. You'll be asked to explain those last two complaints. Your flags are reviewed by the catalog vendor, not FVRL, and after 2 spoiler flags or 3 offensive material flags are reported, the content will be tagged for all users to see. After 3 terms of use violations are received, the content may be removed, depending upon the country of the creator and the reporters. Many of the actions I just reviewed may appear in your recent activity feed, including your shelf additions, lists, comments, and ratings, as well as lists or comments by others you follow. If your activity feed is public, most things will display to people who find your profile or follow you, but you can always make individual items private. You can compare the content displayed to yourself versus a random viewer by looking at your profile without first logging in. In this comparison, you can see that when my feed is private, nothing displays to others. When it's public, because some shelves and some items are private, not every action is displayed. And how will other users notice your contributions? By looking at a title display, I can scroll through and see the content contributed by fellow library users. If I hover over a username, I'm given the option to view their profile, follow them, or ignore them. If you generally like what someone shares, or you want to keep track of what your kids share, you can follow them. If it's the opposite, ignore them. When you follow someone, you're able to get to their profile from your own dashboard or profile to see what new titles they've shelved, lists they've made, or other content they've shared. You can also view the profiles of folks who are following you. This can be fun to see, and you may want to follow them back. Some community contributions are searchable. You can choose to search by tag, list, or even username if you know one. This content also may show up in search results. When viewing search results, you may be able to filter based on community ratings and tags too. Now you see why I split contributions and tools into 2 videos. There are many options. I encourage you to play around in the catalog and do whatever you're comfortable with. Secure that you are hidden behind an anonymous username. Please review any of our demonstration videos or ask us your questions. We're here to help.